Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Adam Wurtzel. This is CelebrityLifeAndStyle.com, and I am here with somebody who is incredibly inspiring to a lot of people. She's the 2009 Ernst Young Entrepreneur of the Year of all of the United States. Her company is one of the top 5,000 growing companies. She's amazing. She's got a new book out. This is Stella Moga Kennedy. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful, and it's a privilege to be here today. And I hope I'm going to inspire people by telling you what's going on in my life right now.
And you can see that in the new book.
Yes. Well, my new book, it became reality because I am working with many young families and many young Americans. And I see them feel lethargic, and they forgot they live in the best country on earth, and they forgot about the American dream. American dream exists, and the opportunities are all over this country. And I am so puzzled by the fact that they don't see it anymore. And that's why I wrote a book. It's a very inspirational to show my journey, to show what I had to go through to become a success. And also, I like to give lessons in business and life. What you have to do to be a success. And if you want to start a business, you can. This country lets you do, gives you the opportunity. But you have to be determined, you have to be prepared, you have to have a very determined way of not accepting no for an answer. Many times, many times, people said no to me. And I started to work harder, and then that no became a yes.
Let's go back to the very beginning, because you are such a success now, but you came from Romania. What was Romania like, and what made you first want to come here?
I was under the communism, which was one of the biggest nonsense that happened to humanity. And I couldn't stand them. I didn't want to live there anymore. I was always told that you belong to America. You have the business spirit in you, the entrepreneurial spirit in you. And I couldn't stand them anymore, and I decided to immigrate. My father was born in here. He was an American citizen. That's why we had the right to come. But we waited for passport for 5 years. I was almost killed in the process.
What? How?
Well, because they didn't let me go, because we were okay in our city. We were educators, and we would have been a bad example for a young generation if we leave. Then they didn't want to let us go, and then finally I couldn't take it anymore. I went to Bucharest, and I watched which general in secret police is going to be more sheltered and comes with the biggest limousine. And I jumped for my hiding place in the front of his car that was almost stopping. And I said, I need to talk to you. I have a huge problem, and you need to resolve it for me. And he told me, do you realize you could have been killed? These people could have taken you away. And he took me in the office, and he said, it's a matter of one call to really put you away forever, and your family will not know about it. And I said, well, at this point, I don't care. I don't have anything to lose. We were fired by our employers, and we didn't have jobs. It was a mess. Anyhow, I made him make a phone call right there in the office to call the general in my hometown, and this is how we immigrated. We came with no money, no English, 2 suitcases, no business degree, and here I am.
And how so quickly, you got here and you started your own daycare?
Yes. Well, the reason I did is, matter of fact, the Chaperon Rouge is inspired by miracle. My son Alex was born 1 pound 11 ounces 30 years ago. And he was so sick and so premature, and I was very sad. And I prayed so much for him to be okay. And I promised that if he gets okay, just okay, then I'm going to do something for American children. And step by step, I started my first school with 3 children in the basement of a church, and it grew like a garden. And now I want my formula to go all over the country, to improve the child care field. That's my goal, that's my mission right now. Because it's not very good what's going on with daycare in this country. And I want to improve it. With a few changes, we can make children's lives much, much better.
And that is Le Chaperon Rouge. How's my French?
Fantastic.
You know, for the folks that don't know, we were actually thinking about doing the entire interview in French, but we decided not to at the last minute.
I could.
Tell me about the chefs, because you have some really prestigious chefs that are cooking for these kids.
Yes, well, they are not really chefs. They are people that we train to become a cook in our schools. And the problem with many chain of daycare centers in this country, they don't prepare meals. They expect the parents to pack a little lunch that is put in a microwave. In my schools, we prepare the food there, and we have everything from scratch, and the most important, everyday fresh fruit, vegetables, and real juice. In this country with so much abundance, shame on you if you don't give the right nutrition for the young children. Also, talking obesity. There are many daycare centers. They don't have an indoor playground. The children are kept in one room all day long. They don't have a room to play or to be active.
And if it rains.
Yeah, if it rains, or if it's like weather in Cleveland, they don't have anywhere to go, then they don't burn energy. And that's where obesity starts, at preschool age.
So you're really looking at all the different aspects of health.
Yes, absolutely, you have to. And also, another amazing thing that you have to remember about daycare centers. Working moms, they do not have time in the evenings to go and do laundry, cooking, homework, so on and so forth. Sometimes they have to make love to their husbands on top of it. I mean,
you have to have time for that.
Yeah, yes. Then they are so exhausted, they don't have time for extracurricular activities. That's why daycare centers and elementary schools should provide everything under the same roof, like karate, music, soccer, foreign languages, stretch and grow. Everything has to be there, because at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock when they go home, they don't have time for that. Then you deprive those children from the essential basic skills.
And just so we get it straight with everybody watching this, there's not an area in the daycare center for lovemaking, correct?
No, not in daycare.
So I want to go back to the American dream. With the recession that happened, there are skeptics that say that the American dream is dead. What do you have to respond to that?
Shame on everybody that said that, and I'm sorry if they say that, and I'm puzzled by the fact that they say that. No, this country has the American dream still in the air, in the land, in the earth. It's here, and we have to dig it out. But you have to be dedicated, you have to be determined, you have to make a plan. You really have to believe in yourself. And if you have an idea, don't give up. That's my suggestion to young people.
It's the beginning of a new decade now. Where do you see yourself in, say, 2020?
I like to be all over the country to talk to the parents about how to change the field of daycare. I cannot change the big companies that provide the services for daycare. They will not listen to me, but I can educate the parents. And also, I like everybody to know, especially young Americans. I started my company with $1,800 with garage sales toys. And because I wanted to do it, I was able to. And now it's worth millions. But that's not even the point. The point is what I do for living every day. I educate American children, and they score extremely high in national tests.
You're an inspiration to me and to so many people. Any advice for me?
If you are going to have a family, you have to put your heart in it, and you have to make sure you and your wife go back to basics. Don't try to run for material things only. Make life simpler. You Americans, you don't take time to smell the roses. Then you have to have time to spend with the children, to cook, to come home and cook good meals for the children with your family, and also respect and love for the family, because that's the problem now. American families, they don't spend time together because they have to work and pay the bills. which sometimes, yes, it's necessary, but let's do not extend ourselves into material things. That's my advice to you.
Stella, I appreciate it so much. And for the folks, once again, the book is called Stella's Way, and they can get it online, right?
Absolutely, everywhere. And also they can look up stellasway.com.
Stella Moga Kennedy, thank you so much. Hey, everybody. My name is Adam Wurtzel. This is Celebrity Life and Style. This is Stella Moga. Cheers, everybody. We'll see you later.
Hello, I'm Stella Moga Kennedy, and you are in it. CelebrityLifeandStyle.com.